If you're looking up the fragrance notes for this new perfume by Aroma Concepts, you may have a hard time finding them. So if the new Aroma Concepts fragrance, Caffè Aroma Chai, has been a bit of a mystery to you, you really want to know what it smells like, I'm going to do my best in this video to try and describe this fragrance to you. If you want to hear my thoughts, then please keep watching. Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. On this channel, I talk fragrance, I share a little bit of lifestyle, and I share some encouragement in every single video. So if that sounds like your thing, then I think you'll love it here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So the fragrance in question is the new Caffè Aroma Chai perfume by Aroma Concepts. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Aroma Concepts for gifting me this fragrance. When I first received this, I smelled it and it was very, very pleasant to my nose. So I went to look up the notes. So let's go ahead and talk about what this smells like. But first, get into this packaging, y'all. It is gorgeous. Chai extrait de parfum has cyclamen, mandarin orange, cardamom, and cinnamon at the top, tulip, plum, and rose at the mid, and black tea, dry woods, and vanilla at the base. So when I first spray this, I pick up very distinctly a beautiful cardamom. So there's a little bit of a spice in the opening of this fragrance. This fragrance also feels very light and clear and crisp on first spray. And literally moments after that first blast, I start to pick up on that tea note that is in this fragrance. So to my nose, I definitely get like a tea type of feel from this fragrance. So it feels a little bit spicy and a little bit like a tea. Very, very beautiful. I love how light and clear and subtly fresh the opening is. Somewhere down the line, as this started to dry down, especially on skin, I started to pick up an indistinct floral note. I couldn't quite pick up what the floral was, but there was definitely a floral note there. And then for me, this got creamy and subtly woody and even a little coffee-like on the dry down. A little bit creamy, a little bit woody, very robust, rich, and subtly edible as it started to dry down on my skin. So for me, this fragrance is a beautiful combination of fresh, a little bit aromatic, very tea-like, and then creamy, so that it evokes a sense of being at a coffee shop and having a chai latte or something of that sort. It's a very light fragrance, so although it has an edible component to it, it's not something that is heavy or becomes heavy on the dry down. It remains very light, and this is definitely the type of fragrance that one has to come in close to smell because it creates a beautiful subtle scent bubble. Nothing very loud, it doesn't project very far. At least as of right now, I'll definitely be back with a maceration update on this one, but as of right now, that's what this fragrance is giving. It's subtly sweet and it's perfectly unisex. Any and everyone can wear this and you will smell absolutely fantastic. It's the kind of fragrance that I would pair when going to something like a coffee shop, or maybe on a day where you're just relaxing at home and you want to spray something on that kind of puts you in that relaxation state of mind. That's the kind of fragrance this is. I also think this one is beautiful for spring and even summertime because it's a very light fragrance. As I mentioned, there's that tea note. It gives a very crisp and light feel with a subtle gourmand touch. So it's definitely not something that's going to clash with hot weather. It's going to just be perfection, especially for those of you that love your gourmand fragrances. As I mentioned, it gets creamy, it gets vanillic, it gets subtly woody on the dry down, very rich without feeling heavy or dense. This reminded me of two fragrances kind of mixed together, like if those fragrances were mixed together. So at the top of this fragrance, this reminds me of a BDK Gris Chanel type of fragrance, very light and tea-like, very crisp, cozy, soft, gentle, velvety. And then on the dry down, this reminded me of a Mancera's Caffè Amore. So you have those creamy, rich, subtly coffee-like vibes on the dry down of this fragrance. So this fragrance is kind of something like those two perfumes mixed mixed together, except this one is definitely its own fragrance. It's just that to give you an idea of what this gives, it would be somewhat of a combination of those two fragrances. So this one is very beautiful. I do think it stands on its own. It is absolutely unique in my collection. I don't have anything like this, and I really love that I can spritz this on at home or to go anywhere this spring and summer, and it's going to give me those soft, cozy feels. And I also love that I can share this with my hubby. This is definitely a great unisex scent. That is how I would describe this perfume. I love the bottle. I love the presentation. I love the blue of the bottle because I definitely feel like this fragrance feels cool. It's a cool kind of scent with a subtly gourmand fragrance accord on the dry down. It's definitely tea. It's definitely giving a little bit of spice. It's definitely giving crisp and clear, a little bit of floral, some creaminess on the dry down. It is absolutely beautiful. So that is my review of Caffè Aroma Chai by Aroma Concepts. If you have this fragrance, let us know. What do you think about it? What are your thoughts? Share them down below in the comments. All right, friend, thank you so much for watching up to this point in the video. If you enjoyed it or if you found it helpful, don't forget to give it a like on your way out. That helps my channel continue to grow and reach other fragrance lovers. And I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that always engages with the videos. You're always liking, you're always leaving comments. I am so grateful. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And before I go today, I wanted you to leave this video remembering that you are enough. No matter what your past has looked like, no matter your shortcomings in the present, in order to move forward in life, in order to move into your beautiful future that God has for you, you have to remember that you are enough. And as always, I will be over here reflecting on the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.